Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where take a look at the lectionary text, tie him to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer, the kids' room, or the garage, or the church cabinet with extra paper. This is a bonus Dollar Store Children's Sermon with an idea that I thought of as I was coming in today, listening to By the Well podcast from Australia, and it's fantastic, and they talked a lot about hope and how hope and despair mirror one another, about in that hope kind of comes out anyway. But as I was thinking about this, they're talking about how in the midst of all of this, you've got the in the gospel, you've got the parable of the fig tree and how you can see the buds and how really it's new life is not only as we look for Christ in the manger and we look Christ for the second coming, but we also that other advent that Christ is in our midst today. There's hope and good news in our world today, and we need to look for it. And so I started thinking about the whole conversation about triggers, and then you might have read, it was a tweet that was going around, or a blue sky, that wasn't a thing yet, but it was the whole thing, about glimmers. Rather than, there's triggers and then there's glimmers. And glimmers are those things that cause us hope, those small little things that cause us hope. And rather than the triggers that cause anxiety and glimmers give us that glimpse of hope. And so the springboard from there was to another meme that I saw, which was a recount of a conversation with a mom and an 8-year-old, and the 8-year-old in the back seat says, "Would you like me to throw some of my emergency confetti?" And mom's like, "No, not in the car. Wait a minute. Why do you have confetti in your pocket?" "Because you never know when the good news is going to come." And so when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about the ways that we have good news. So the item is making a bag of emergency confetti. Because you never know when the good news is going to arrive. When we look at the gospel lesson and we have all of these things that might cause us triggers, we go, then we have the glimmer of new life and hope in the fig tree, in what's to come, what's in our midst today. And so we have ways of celebrating the new life that's right in our midst with our emergency confetti. Whee! Emergency confetti. So there we are. Make some emergency confetti. You never know when you're going to need it. And we do know that God is present and God is working. So that's the springboard. That's what I'm working on, and that's what I'm going to be doing for our children's sermon, is using some emergency confetti. All right. Hope this is useful for your own children's sermon in this bonus Dollar Store Children's Sermons episode. All right. Peace. We'll see you next week with the second Sunday of Advent.